This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, Friday, April 29th. Hello, May. In the rankings of the months, May, numero dos. Number 2 for me. July's number 1, May's number 2, and I am a big fan of it. Busy weekend going on. Tried to get Quinte West Mayor Jim Harrison on the show. He's under the weather.
Yeah, he's not feeling good.
Just, we don't want to get him
But
on
he
there.
tested negative. He was quick to point that out. It's a head cold. And that's what I had a week ago. And that's the thing, right? You start to get the sniffles at all anymore. And automatically you take a test.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Okay, negative. No, I'm just sick. I am just not feeling well. And unfortunately, he wasn't feeling well this morning.
Going to a grocery store, somebody sneezes, we all go out. Still.
Where were we? And we were with the kids, and there was a big crowd. And I said that to them. I'm like, just start coughing. Just like a little, just.
Oh my God.
And then everybody moves, and we'll be able to get through. They didn't actually do that. I was teasing. Of course, I would never do that. They had their masks on too.
No, because I'm so diabolical. It's like, why didn't I think of that?
But it's such a reaction now. So poor Mayor Harrison. So hopefully he feels better.
Do you get self-conscious when you sneeze somewhere? I know I do.
I do. And I make a point. It's almost an exaggerated now in my arm.
Yeah.
Covering everything. It's just a sneeze, people.
I know.
I'm not sick.
Because now we're getting into allergy season big time. So
Exactly. So it's going to be probably, it's not probably. You're going to hear it a lot more, the sneezing.
So anyway, it's going to be a busy weekend too. We wanted to talk to Mayor Harrison because it's giveaway day tomorrow in Quinte West, where you take all of your stuff, your little treasures, junk, or things that you don't want anymore that are still quite useful.
Yes, that's not junk.
Put it at the end of your driveway.
It served its purpose for you,
exactly.
And now it's time to pass it on.
And it can go to the end of your driveway, put up a sign, but if you haven't figured it out yet, everything's free. Giveaway day, free. So I feel badly if you're doing a garage sale tomorrow, because it's going to be like, well, why should I give you 50 cents when I can get it over there for free?
Don't have it in Quinte West this weekend.
That's right. Don't do it in
Quinte
West. Otherwise, you're going to look like the neighbor.
What do you mean I got to pay for this?
That neighbor.
Yeah.
And then, so from 7 in the morning until 6 in the afternoon, then one of two things that happens. Either then, if it isn't picked up, you got to bring it back to your place, or do what I do and just drop it off at a neighbor's across the street and walk away.
Talking about being one of those neighbors.
Yeah, because I'm not taking it back. So, they always say after Christmas, if you get a big ticket item for Christmas and you worry about home invasions, like a big screen TV, don't put that box out in recycling.
Because it tells your neighbors that's what you got. Yeah.
But that's what I do. But I put the box 2 doors down.
Oh my gosh.
And I let them.
Your neighbors like you, do they?
No, they don't know who it is. You know why? Because I go to work at 4 in the morning. They don't know who does that. They haven't figured it out yet.
Well, they do now.
Well, anyway, it's a nice neighborhood I live in. So you put your stuff out there, and that's going on tomorrow. So we just wanted to know, what does a mayor put out at the end of his driveway? And he's worried his wife's going to send him up.
Yeah. He wasn't specific. He didn't say he was necessarily putting anything out. He was more afraid that he would be put out. So hopefully that doesn't happen either.
Yeah.
And he has a good weekend. But when you're driving around Quinte West this weekend as well, after you've found your treasures, you can find more treasures and things to do around your house, maybe outside your home, with the Bay of Quinte Home Show. It's underway. It kicks off today. And we'll go today, tomorrow, and Sunday, $3 at the Duncan MacDonald Memorial Community Gardens all weekend long. Yeah.
So good.
So get some great home ideas, what to do around the house this summer and spring and summer. And just get outdoors and enjoy it.
If you're interested in starting getting your hands dirty, the seedling giveaway here in Belleville. It's behind City Hall's in downtown.
Market Square.
Square, yeah.
Between 9 and noon. So the City of Belleville's Green Task Force, along with the Quinte Conservation, volunteers from Quinte Conservation, will be on site tomorrow handing out these seedlings. And what a variety.
How big are they? Do you know?
The seedlings?
Yeah. Do you know how big they are?
I don't know.
Because they turn into trees, right?
These are trees. Yeah. Seedlings are trees. These are trees to plant at home, which is amazing.
I know, and they're going to give you a tree.
Yes, to Belleville residents. First come, first serve. So it's not going to go all day. Yeah. And if they run out at 10, they've run out at 10. But
you get one. You don't get a forest. You can't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
You can't. You can't plant a field of trees.
Yeah.
But if you have a space on your property and you've been thinking about putting a tree there, great opportunity. I don't imagine they're very big.
It's going to take a long time. Yeah,
yes,
it's going to be a long time.
These are baby trees, like baby trees, because they say to bring a bucket. So if it can fit in a bucket, it's not very big.
Yeah.
So you plant it, you look after it, and it'll just grow. We've done that. My parents have a red maple, and my parents live in the house that my dad grew up. So this tree has been there for quite a few years, and it's huge. And every year they get about, 3 or 4 little pop-ups around the yard of seedlings, and they will dig them up.
Yeah.
So when both boys were born, we planted a maple for them. So they each have a tree on our property that had fallen from the tree at my parents'
family tree.
Exactly.
It's a family
So
tree.
now Nathan and Ben each have a tree at our house. Nathan's is doing spectacular. Ben's unfortunately got hit by the lawnmower a couple of years ago, so we had to start over with Ben.
Oops.
Poor Ben. So yeah, but it's doing really well now. But red maple is one of the trees that is available tomorrow.
Pretty hardy.
They are. Maples are beautiful. And
Beautiful
yes, they're a
trees.
good, solid tree. Not like the poplars.
And
Don't even get me started on poplars.
I won't. I wasn't about to. Now I kind of want to. Why?
They fall over. Their roots don't go down deep. Their roots, they will stay close to
They're
the top
superficial.
of this. They are, like, quite often. And when we moved into our home, there were quite a few poplars around our tree. And if the wind picked up around our house, if the wind picked up, you could see the roots lifting from under the ground. And a couple did come down. So they're not, I forget what the term is, but they don't root deeply. They don't go down. They kind of stay level and stay just below.
I believe we had
the earth.
poplars on our property so that when it was cleared, when we had our house built, when we moved here, they started falling down. And I think that was the thing. Once you disturb that area, there's no coming back.
Yeah,
so
they come down pretty easy.
So, yeah.
And with the windstorms we've had.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm
very happy they're not there.
We had all of our ash trees taken down at great expense last year for the same thing because of the bugs. And same thing, when the windstorms hit this winter, I was very grateful.
They weren't there.
That they were not there around our property. And then one of the great events that we enjoy here in the Quinte region is back. We gave a rest during the pandemic, of course, and that is the car show of sorts. It's going on in Sterling.
The Sterling Automotive Flea Market.
Yes.
So if you see some of the old, I wouldn't say it's a car show, but yes, I believe typically some older cars do show up. So if you see, and now that the nice weather is here, we're going to see more and more of those older cars on the road, of course. But a few of them will be heading to Sterling along with the flea market. So you can check that in. I know Wednesday we were in Sterling for ball hockey, and already trailers were pulling in for the weekend for the show. It's a big show. People come from all over the place. So it's nice to have it back.
But if you're a car lover, it's accessories, it's parts.
Parts, accessories, if you're looking for, and just other, I think, automotive lovers, other auto mechanics and like car heads who love working on cars. These are the guys you want to talk to.
And you can just hang out with them all day.
Exactly.
Right.
So you can check that out. And of course, as we've been talking about all week, tomorrow's Fan Appreciation Day with the Sens. There is so much going on this weekend. It really feels like the kickoff to spring, summer. We've been saying it for the last month. It's like every week something else is like, no, this is the kickoff. This makes it feel like spring.
Yep.
And it really does, getting out and getting to some of these community events.
12:30, 12:45, doors open
the red
tomorrow
carpet,
at the CAA, and then the players will take about 45 minutes to get in. So guys, don't show up late.
No,
or you're not
you want to be
tomorrow.
there.
And Andy Forgey is going to be playing a concert in one of the gymnasiums. There's going to be special events if you're a CAA member in the lounge with a meet and greet with the players.
Yep.
And the game doesn't start until Mr. and Mrs. Brown drop the puck. So
I'm
cool.
pretty excited for them.
Yeah, so your parents have been a long time Belleville and Ottawa Sens fans?
My dad has been a diehard Ottawa Sens for as long as I can remember.
Since he heard a rumor they may put a team in, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He has loved Ottawa. And when they brought the Belleville Sens here, when it was announced they were coming, my parents were like, okay, we're getting seasons tickets. No question. We're here. Like, we're coming. They were so excited. So they have been seasons ticket holders here in Belleville, again, since the Sens came. And they've missed maybe a handful of games.
Right.
They're there every home game.
They're the best example of what I remember the late Eugene Melnick said, and was passed down throughout the organization, is that, yes, for the Belleville Senators, but one of the reasons why they loved being here, not only was proximity to Ottawa, of course.
It's right there,
but because it was such a drawing area, Prince Edward County, the area. So there's your parents from near Campbellford
Yeah.
drive in for every game in the wintertime to go see it. It's 45 to 50 minutes each way.
About
But
that.
they don't think twice. They go to the game. So that's the great example of what the Belleville Senators does, because before or after or both, there's lots of restaurants get filled up.
Oh,
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
That
And
was
then-
Christmas one year. We got them gift certificates to eateries here in Belleville.
Really? Because
So they could come to the game and then go grab a bite to eat or vice versa.
nicest family.
So,
and you
yeah.
plant trees.
And we,
You plant trees.
and we break out in song and we just,
And then you fly kites on Good Friday.
but yeah, exciting for them. I'm happy they get to do that.
So tonight,
On Saturday.
Rochester plays Utica. If Rochester wins and we happen to get tripped up by Toronto, we'll finish in fourth spot. If Rochester loses tonight, we're guaranteed third regardless. Win tomorrow, we're third regardless. And we play Syracuse. So there's still a little bit left to see what gets
There could be
determined.
some movement, yeah.
However, playoff hockey is coming to Belleville.
And this is the first time
Yeah.
that they've been. It's amazing
Yeah.
because prior to the pandemic, remember 2019,
Yep.
that or 2020, that run, the momentum behind them and the
Yep.
excitement building for this chance,
Yep.
and then of course the pandemic hit, and it was like, oh my gosh!
I think they were number 6 in the entire
Yeah.
AHL. They were clearly number 1 in the North Division, and then the pandemic
So
hit. We thought
exciting.
we'll never.
Yeah.
And that team now with Batherson and Norris.
look where they are.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, up in the bigs.
Exactly.
Could have been an AHL Calder Cup run. So we got a shot with this one though. Same thing. Beaten
Yeah.
Utica 3 times this month
The number one team.
in the North. So we would never say drop to 4th. We want to handle those clowns. But it just means that they've got their head in the right spot, take care of business tomorrow,
Yep.
and move into the playoffs when those dates are set. Of course, we'll let you know about that. So have your parents enjoy dropping the puck. They deserve that. That's great.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun
up
afternoon.
Tomorrow. And we were talking about the auto show and flea market going on in Sterling. The other thing we talked about this morning were the top 10 driving songs.
We played Billy Ocean just after 8:00 as our Friday song, our sing-along song this morning. And what a great song.
I love that song.
And that kind of triggered that conversation of, it's a great driving song. It's one of those songs, you just feel happy. You roll down the windows, you sing along to it. And yeah, we put the question out there to the listeners, what other songs make you happy when you're behind the wheel? Because 90%, according to a new study, a recent study, say drivers claim that listening to music while driving does provide a sense of well-being and happiness. So what falls into that category? And we did have a top 10 list. Some we agreed with, some were a little questionable, like the Proclaimers.
Yeah, I'm
Really?
going to be. It's on there, but
Yeah, it's at number 4.
Yeah, no.
Like, if it's in the top 10, it should be number 10.
Yeah, 10.
If in it at all.
10B.
10B, exactly.
Like if it was a tie.
But it's number 4.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Others on the list included Black Eyed Peas, Cyndi Lauper, big one in my car. Pharrell and Happy, of course. Wham, Katrina and the Waves, Survivor, Bon Jovi, ABBA, yes. And the number 1 song was Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Not surprising with the head banging.
Number in, somebody had Uptown Funk that they texted.
That's a good one. Yeah. Journey, I was surprised, wasn't in the top 10. I would
True.
swap out the
True.
Proclaimers and put Journey. Come on.
I'm not sure whether these are the same 2 people. I don't think so. But within seconds of each other, 2 people said Radar Love by Golden Earring. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. No, it is a big.
Would it be on
driving
your
song.
list?
No, but when
yeah, I wouldn't-
But then when I hear it, it's like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that. But there it
Really?
is. I've had the time
Okay.
of my life. Fast Car and Danger Zone.
Danger Zone. That's a good one.
Kenny
You
Loggins'
know what's on
Danger
here?
Zone.
You know what someone else said? Oasis is Wonderwall.
Oh, see, who's doing that? Who's poking the bear?
This was on another. It's not. They didn't text it in.
Oh.
This is another message.
Up
But
there.
they said Wonder. I don't know if they're trying to poke or
They're
what.
poking at me. I just don't like that song. They're poking the bear.
I would agree with that. That is a horrible driving song. That is not. But you know what it is? Ed Sheeran's Castles on the Hill.
Yeah. Good driving song.
I know it's a newer song, but
Yeah.
something about it, when I hear that song, I crank it and it just makes me feel good.
And I know I love a lot of drums and I love a good beat. So Electric Love by Serena Ryder. I love
Okay.
driving. Boom. I love. It's just got those drums. It gets going.
So is it
I
more
really
about the
like
beat
it.
for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like songs that allow me to drive at about 81 kilometers an hour. So I'm not speeding, but I'm determined to get where I'm going. I'll slow down when I get to the base.
That's a good word.
'Cause it's
When
60K.
you get to the base.
So I'll move over to my Ed
Yes,
Sheeran
watch for
passenger
those
list.
patches of 60s.
That's right.
Because they tend to sneak up on you.
back to Serena when we're back up to the 80s. So drive safely, everybody.
It is up on our socials as well. So if there's a song you like to hear while driving, be sure to share it with us. We'd love to hear it.
And thanks for a great week, everybody. Have a super weekend. Beat the Bank is going to be back in on Monday. I think it's our last go-around for Beat the Bank this time.
Is it?
It may not
Has
be.
it been?
I had to add up how many plays in our head, and I think way back I had Monday, May 2nd as being the last one.
Oh,
so
and
we're gonna try and give away all the money we got left.
We haven't hit 10,000.
No.
We haven't hit it yet.
So somebody's got to win big. You got to win big. I hope it's you.
So.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Go Senators tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. You can catch up on any you might have missed this week on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your favorite podcasts out of Belleville, Ontario. Enjoy that first day of May on Sunday. We'll talk to you Monday morning.